Georgia's coming back for revenge. Through the first 12 weeks of the 2023 season, Georgia looked absolutely unstoppable. Whether it was their offense, defense, or special teams, Georgia was elite on every single level. And this was evident by them blowing out their toughest opponents during the 2023 season, like a 51-13 win over the 20th ranked Kentucky Wildcats, a 52-17 blowout of the then number 9 ranked Ole Miss Rebels, and a 38-10 wash of the Tennessee Volunteers. Overall, there was pretty much nothing stopping Georgia from being a 3-time back-to-back national champion. All except one thing. The Georgia Bulldogs found themselves in the SEC championship game versus their arch rivals Alabama, and in a close game, they ended up losing 27-24. And somehow that one loss knocked them completely out of the college football playoffs, and they're here to exact their revenge. And what's the best way to start off your revenge season? By going out there and recruiting better than any other team. The Georgia Bulldogs got the #1 recruiting class in the class of 2024. And their top 5 recruits are all animals, like 4-star defensive lineman Joseph Jonah Ajonye, 5-star linebacker Chris Cole, 5-star safety KJ Bolden, 5-star linebacker Justin Williams, and 5-star corner Ellis Robinson IV. But also the Bulldogs were active in the transfer portal, landing some quality plug-and-play starters at key positions. Guys like 4-star running back Trevor Etienne from Florida, 4-star wide receiver Colby Young from Miami, 4-star defensive lineman Xavier McCledu out of South Carolina, and 4-star wide receiver London Humphreys from Vanderbilt. Now, Georgia's here to exact their revenge and get back to the top of the college football world, and I want to start off by focusing on that offense because we always know that Georgia's going to have an elite level defense, but comment down below if you want to see me do this version of this video, but in the defensive version. But today we're going to be focusing on those offensive pickups because you guys are bringing Carson Beck back. This is going to be the best year to go back and win a national championship with Carson Beck, especially with him looking like a Heisman candidate. Now, I want to keep this video interesting, so we're not going to be showing any offensive lineman highlights, but I still want to show them some love. So I want to give a shout out to 3-star offensive tackle Marcus Harrison, who's standing at 6'7.5", 336 pounds. Also, we got Malachi Tolliver standing at 6'5.5", 320 pounds. They also brought in 4-star offensive tackle Nyler Daniels, who is 6'7.5", 391 pounds. Oh yeah, another 4-star offensive tackle in Marquise Easley, 6'5.5", 335 pounds. And then they had to go out and top everything off with another offensive tackle in Michael Unii, who is 6'7", 335 pounds. We're not done yet. We have one more offensive tackle in 4-star offensive tackle and the 5th best tackle in the country, Daniel Calhoun, standing at 6'6.5", 365 pounds. I know for a fact, pound for pound, Georgia landed the biggest offensive line recruits in the entire country. But today I want to go over all of the offensive recruits that the Georgia Bulldogs brought in the class of 2024. A lot of these guys are like, there's so many guys that might be a 3 low 4-star recruit that is literally better than some 5-star recruits that I've seen. So guys, buckle your seatbelts up. We're about to go on a crazy ride. The Georgia Bulldogs landed some serious talent. Leave this video a like. After watching all these players' highlights, comment down below who you guys are most excited about, and hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications. We're dropping videos each and every single day. Alrighty, let's jump into it and take a look at the Georgia Bulldogs' top offensive pickups in the class of 2024. 3, 2, 1. Starting it off, the Bulldogs brought in 3-star tight end Colton Heinrich, standing at 6'3.5", 232 pounds. Just run straight through him. Big body him, okay? Hey, that's the #1 thing that Georgia needs. We've all seen what Georgia could do with Brock Bowers. They definitely are heavily relying on their tight end play because they know how much of a mismatch that tight ends can be on an offensive, anytime that you have athletic tight ends, you immediately have players that are just complete mismatches for defenses. Next up, we all know how well that Georgia recruits at the RB position, and so this is 3-star running back Chauncey Bowens. He is 5'10.5", 227 pounds. So he's not going to be this electric burner on the field. He's going to be your 3rd down back, 3rd and short. you're gonna be hitting up Chauncey Bowens. And then he's got enough speed to be able to break off bigger runs. I just don't see him having this home run speed where he's gonna be running these big 30, 40, 50 yard runs. I see him being able to break off a solid 10 to 20 yard run every now and again. But really where the most of his money is gonna be earned is gonna be in the trenches, getting those dirty 3, 4, 5 yard runs. That's where he's really gonna make his mark for the Georgia Bulldogs. Wait, it bounces. Wait, look at the vision on this play. To bounce this to the outside, that's just great vision right there. And then he's got speed to get to the outside. Like, to me, he doesn't have a 6th gear, but he gets up to his 5th gear very fast. Next up, the Bulldogs brought in 3-star wide receiver Guerby White. This guy is 5'8", 170 pounds. So a little bit on the smaller side. He's definitely gonna be more of a slot receiver, but as you can see, he's got some wheels. This kid can absolutely fly out there. Just outrun everybody. Just outrun everybody across the drag, go upfield. Talk about a quarterback trusting you. Jeez. Talk about a quarterback trusting you and then going to make it a play. Let's go. Hey, Guerby White, I see you out here. Way to break that. A terrible open field tackle. Ooh, ankles. Okay, so yo, hey, this kid, hey, Georgia's definitely gonna need to find ways to get him open in space because I don't think he's gonna be able to take as much contact at that next level. But if he's able to be this shifty and this much of a deep field threat, hey, you guys might have found something right here. Hey, showing he got some physicality too. Yeah, I think especially as his route running gets cleaner, he's definitely going to be a great target for in the slot. Nice little hezzy step at the line, bend over the top of that. Thank you. He's got hops too. Next up, the Bulldogs landed just simply one of the fastest players, if not the fastest player in the class of 2024. This is Dwight Phillips Jr. He is 5'11", 170 pounds. He's either going to be playing wide receiver or running back. He runs a 10.43 second 100-meter dash, and he ran that as a junior, and then runs a laser 4.28 in the 40. That should let you know that this kid is elite rarefied airspeed. When you get him out in the open field, he is absolutely gone. I'm excited to see. I love the fact that Georgia's getting a lot faster as a program on that offensive side of the ball. I'm glad that we're moving away from just these heavy rushing attacks and that we're really getting these like dynamic offenses in college football, because I just think that the more creativity that you have on the offensive side of the ball, the more you're able to get these ultra just ridiculously athletic players in positions to where they could really show how athletic that they are. Gone. Look at the speed. Ooh, ankles, and then pull away from everybody. Get gone. Yeah, this kid, he's got elite level speed. Next up, we have 4-star quarterback and the 10th best QB in the class of 2024, Ryan Puglisi. This kid is 6'3", 205 pounds, and as you can see, he's got a cannon for an arm. Where's he throwing this ball? So this is the 40, so this is the 30. So he's throwing this from the 35. So you got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60 yards in the air. Throwing an absolute dime, 60 yards in air on a rope. Like, that is what I'm talking about. Perfectly aired that ball out. This kid's got a cannon for an arm for sure. Showing off the athleticism. So I remember when I first heard of him committing to Georgia, he's one of those players. I thought the same thing with Julian Sain. I did not see where all the hype was coming from. He's got a ridiculously strong arm at first, because this is back when Dylan Raiola was committed to Georgia. You know, it's just really tough for him. It's really tough to see how he's gonna project. I love this play right here. I love 2 hands to rip through. This is perfect technique. Slide under, spin off of him, showing off the athleticism while protecting the football. That is gonna be big at the next level. I think that Ryan Puglisi, he could really turn himself into something. It's kind of like how Carson Beck, I know Carson Beck was a 5-star recruit coming out of high school, but this is a guy that, you know, you might end up forgetting about him, but then as a junior, he's gonna pop up out of nowhere and then put up some ridiculous stats. I mean, the arm talent speaks for itself. Comment your thoughts down below on what you guys think of Ryan Puglisi. I think that he's a solid quarterback overall. I think he's a project quarterback, but I think the arm talent, it really makes you hopeful of what he could develop into. Next up, we got a little bit of a bigger body wide receiver that we're gonna be taking a look at. This is 6 foot, 185 pound, 4-star wide receiver, Nigerian Tuggle. This guy, I've been hearing a lot about him at 7-on-7 camps. That's really where I've been hearing a lot of the shine and a lot of good things from this kid. You know, ranked, he's overall, he's a top wide receiver prospect. He's in the top 50 wide receivers. I just definitely think that he's got a little bit more room to grow, but anytime that you get praise at camps, I know it's just tank tops and shorts, but that's where a lot of these wide receivers get to go up against better competition at corner. So if they're able to perform in those type of environments, it really should let you know that, hey, this kid's probably going to project extremely well at the next level. Obviously, you just got to be able to handle all the physicality, but other than that, I think that this kid, he could turn himself into something special for the Bulldogs. And like I said just a little bit ago when we were talking about Colton Heinrich, Georgia knows how important that it is to have these athletic tight ends. So this is 6'4", 233 pound, 4-star tight end. This is Jaden Riddell. This guy, he's going to be something special. Out of all the tight ends that I've covered, he is definitely one of the more athletic tight ends. He's definitely that more receiver tight end prototype build. But I just think, I mean, look at the speed at the top end. You're talking about a 230 pound tight end running like this. I think he's got a lot of upside over here. I think with that bigger frame and then the athleticism on top of that, I could really see him developing not into a Brock Bowers. Brock Bowers is something special. Brock Bowers is like a generational type of talent at tight end. But I think Jaden Riddell, he could turn himself into something special. And last but certainly not least, a player that has absolutely flew up the recruiting rankings. This is, nice balance. This is 5'9.5", 209 pound, 4-star running back and the second best running back in the class of 2024, Nate Frazier. This guy, he was ranked closer to like the 10th best running back in the country. Then when all these bowl games started popping around, he absolutely dominated them, and that shot him up to being ranked as the second best RB in the class. I mean, when you're going at a big time program like Mater Dei, you already know that he's going to be going up against quality competition week in and week out. 1,000 yards rushing at Mater Dei is like 2,000 yards rushing at a lot of other programs, just because you're going up against this 4- and 5-star recruits every single week. Look at, no, this is crazy. Getting the catch. It breaks 1 tackle, breaks 2, breaks 3, and then just gone, and then just explodes out of that. This is a guy that could really be a home run hitter for the Bulldogs. Break that tackle, and then, yeah, we're gone. Swoop, ankles, yup, and get going. Oh yeah, that's to the crib. So that is every pickup that the Georgia Bulldogs brought in on that offensive side of the ball in the class of 2024. I want you guys to comment down your thoughts right now. Who are you guys most excited about landing, and who are you guys most excited of seeing in this upcoming spring game out of the players that we covered? For me, it's honestly going to be Ryan Puglisi. I think with just his talent overall, coming into a spot where he's not expected to start as a freshman. You guys got Carson Beck there. You also got a bunch of other talent in that QB room. I really just want to see how he progresses, because he's the #1 player in Connecticut. Connecticut does not have the strongest high school football. I want to see what it's like for him going from small-time high school football in Connecticut to SEC football at the most dominant school in the conference at Georgia. I want to see how he progresses, because I think that he has all the physical tools to be a great QB in college. I want to hear from you guys though. Comment your thoughts down below. Leave this video a like and hit that subscribe button and turn on all your notifications, because we drop videos every single day, and a lot of them are about Georgia, so you want to stay on top of everything that's happening at Georgia. I love and appreciate each and every single last one of y'all. Nobody has told you this today. I love and appreciate you. I'm so happy that you are here another day on this beautiful earth, and that you do matter. You bring value to this earth. Even if it doesn't feel like it, there are people that love and care about you, whether you see them or not. If you're ever having crazy feelings, or if you're ever having any thoughts about doing something dramatic, know that you can always call upon Jesus Christ. Know that all hope is never lost, and that you always have a way out. Whenever it feels like you just can't get that cloud from over your head, know that you can always call upon Jesus. He's never left your side. He knows exactly what you've already gone through, and all he wants to do is just protect you and just say that, hey, you don't ever have to go back to that place again. That's not who you are. You can improve and you can get out of that situation. Always know that you have hope through Jesus Christ. Love and appreciate all y'all. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Ciao.